Hey guys, so there was this sports-based game show that I grew up with in the 90s called Gladiators. Yeah, it's basically just, a bunch of physical events and you have to accumulate points against these, big physical specimens called gladiators. They had like sort of special sort of wrestling type names. And there was two sort of contenders competing against the gladiators, and then they competed against each other in like an eliminator at the end. And whoever finished the eliminator first went through the next round, and at the end of the series, a champion was. And it was all a bit sort of silly. It was kind of a family sort of show. It was very sort of targeted towards kids, and I was like 7, 8, 9 when it was in its prime. So I absolutely loved it as a kid. And I just noticed the other day somebody has uploaded like a ton of episodes of this right here onto YouTube in their entirety. It may even be like the entire series. It's certainly a lot of them. So I just thought it might be kind of fun to just sit here and do a little let's watch of an episode of the show. Obviously, I'm not going to show the whole episode. There are some, reaction videos you see online sometimes of just people just sitting there like that, basically for the whole time. They don't say anything. You're basically just watching them watch something. That's not what this is going to be. I'm going to just sort of edit this down as much as I can, so it's just the parts where I have something to say. Basically, I obviously can't show you the whole episode, but it's here on YouTube anyway if you really want to watch it. Yeah, I just thought this might be kind of fun just for one episode. I'm not going to react to an entire series or anything. So this is one of the quarterfinals. It was like a sort of knockout thing. You've got two men and you've got two women. The men and the women compete against one another. It's like two separate competitions. This is from Series 3, which I distinctly remember being, I think, the series where my enjoyment of this show like really peaked. I was like really like properly into it. Oh, so nostalgic, that music. I always thought this was like a sort of obstacle course for like the Gladiator G. It was sort of going through like an assault course. That was the first obstacle, the tunnel, and then they had to get past all the gladiators basically. Lightning. I think Lightning was my first celebrity crush. Shadow, who was kicked off the show after the series, I believe, because he was found to have taken steroids. I never understood that last bit. It's not for beginners deep down in your soul. What does that mean? Ulrika Johnson and former footballer John Fashanu. In fact, I think he might have still been playing football at the time. Ulrika Johnson was pregnant at the time. 1994, so I would have been 8. Lily Suttard would go on to win this series, and she would also go on to become a gladiator, I believe. In Liverpool. You don't really need to tell people that you're from Liverpool when you talk like that, do you? It's pretty obvious. They always tried to make the prize money sound like it was more than it actually was. I think they said it was like, £14,000, but, what that basically meant was, you get part of that if you win or if you make the final. You don't actually get £14,000 for you. I thought this was a family show. Clearly a product of America, really, with all the signs and the crowd. It's a bit like wrestling, because you see the gladiators come on later on and, they do the mic in the face, oh yeah, I'm the best sort of thing. I was always interested to know exactly how long a program took to film, because it must take them a while to set up the various events. Sam was my favourite growing up.
So I'm responsible for all the paint trays that you use throughout your life.
Oh, that's exciting. I knew you did something.
Sarcasm.
No retreat, no surrender. This is the number 1 contender.
Yeah, I'm starting to remember why he was one of my favourites. He was like a gladiator, basically. The gladiators always came in all sort of badass like that. Oh god, I remember thinking, even as a kid, this would be so awful, because you're upside down. That alone, I don't think I could do anything hanging outside down. Just the hanging upside down, I completely pass out, I think. How do you move that quickly, hanging upside down? Hey, jostling for position! Ooh, that was close. Yeah, see, the gladiators weren't actually competing, they were just there to make things harder for the contenders, The contenders actually never really competed against each other. They were just trying to do better against the Gladiator. Gauntlet, which was changed slightly for this series. Previous series it only had 3 Gladiators. This time it has 5, which is probably a good thing. You know, 3 Gladiators makes it a bit easy. Jet was always sort of played up as a bit of a sex symbol. Oh, Nightshade. Nightshade always came across as such a nice lady in interviews. Wow, how about that? You can see why she won the whole thing. She was quite a character, Eunice. Looks like a bit like a half pipe, that gauntlet thing. I think as a kid, I never quite understood why they called her the Deadly Nightshade, because I don't think I knew what Nightshade was. I never liked this as a kid, the way they just cut to interviews with the contenders, or even sometimes the Gladiators. I always just wanted to see the action. Whoa, gotta be careful, you can't go out the runway thing. Otherwise it's all over. Oh, he's not going to get any points. I think if I tried this event, I don't think I'd be able to get past even one Gladiator. Oh, look at his daughter. Is she crying? Shaking his head. I always thought that might be kind of funny if just one time he said, "Contender ready," and the contender just went, "No, I'm not ready." Oh, I think he was ready though. Oh, didn't have much of an impact there. Yep, he's getting nowhere. Oh, there we go. I like that. Just crawl over the top or crawl underneath or just don't do anything. Yeah. But limiting them to just 30 seconds to just get through that sort of all or nothing kind of thing. I don't know if I like that. I think they may have changed this event in the next series. That was John Fashnew's little catchphrase. Aruga. I have no idea what it means. Ah, hang tough. A fan favourite. Yeah, lightning! Love lightning. Basically, you got a minute to get across to the other platform. And the Gladiator had a minute to get you off the rings. If the Gladiator pulls you off like that, you get no points. Come on, lightning. I think I'd struggle to just hold onto the rings for a minute, let alone actually move. I mean, the idea of getting across that arena in a minute, even without a Gladiator chasing you, seems daunting enough. This event was always much more weighted towards the Gladiator, I thought. More often than not, the contenders got no points in this event. Great looking lady, I agree with that. Wolf, another fan favourite. Well, I say fan favourite, he was sort of a character that they all love to hate. He always added a bit of comedy to the show Wolf, with this kind of sort of fake, sort of bad boy attitude. You always wanted to see him lose because he would always throw a tantrum. What are they doing there with their feet locked? Well, I say feet, they're more like leg locked, actually. Oh. Oh dear. Play nice, guys. Ooh, I like what Sam's doing here. Kind of on a bit of a circle route, so he's difficult to reach, but it's no good if he can't get hold of a red ring. Yeah, Sam's not going to be able to move onto the red rings now. Oh, you're just delaying the inevitable, Sam. Just let him go. Yeah, there we go. Clean sweep for the Gladiators in that event. Ah!
Well, I thought the Wolf was going to take my shorts off this time, and I ain't got no underwear on. So
That's a bit worrying. I think in reality Wolf was just a really nice guy. It was all just an act. The wall. Not to be confused with the one from Game of Thrones. Ah, Nighty Nightshade. I don't really know why I called her that. Yeah, more lightning, excellent. Oh, Joe's doing alright. Eunice is struggling. Oh, it's going to be close! Oh, Eunice just made it in time. Hunter. I had an action figure of Hunter when I was young. Why were we looking at a balloon there? I just noticed, I think the men have a different wall. Wow, clean sweep for the contenders there. I think even without a gladiator chasing me, I'd struggle to get up that wall in a minute. Oh, God. I think even as a kid, I knew it was all just an act. Wolf, they're just pom-poms. I genuinely don't know what's going to happen here. I don't remember this event. Oh, it's just Duel. Just on a bridge. I don't understand why they came up with this event. Because they already had Duel. This is basically the same. You're just on a bridge. No, probably not. Oh, he's down. That didn't take long. Another one! Okay, got a bit carried away there. Ooh, 5 points down going into the Eliminator. I was always supporting Sam, basically, after his first heat, because I just really liked him as a person. So I think I must have been a bit worried when I saw that he was going to be down playing in there, because it's very rare that whoever's down going into the Eliminator was able to turn it around. This first obstacle, not too hard. It just sort of tires you out. The women always went across monkey bars, whereas the men had a sort of hand bike thing. Zip line, probably just a way to get you down to the ground quickly. Not really an obstacle at all. And the Travelator. Obviously, tactically, the last obstacle, because by that point you're pretty tired. And this was always nice to see when the loser got to the Travelator knowing that they'd lost. They just sort of bid farewell to their fans. Although she didn't do that. Ah, this was the bit where they talked to the Gladiators. Somebody looks like they're playing Scrabble with her name there. Sort of Knight Jade. Why are they filming him in profile? I'm pretty sure Sam won this. He turned around a pretty good deficit if that's the... Oh wow, he's eliminated that lead. Almost eliminated that lead already. I don't think I could even do that rope climb. Oh, Sam's struggling at the end of that handbike. Go on, Sam. Oh, he's still trailing, Sam. If he's trailing going into the beam, that probably means he fell off. No, he didn't. Wow, Sam just had a really good balance beam. Oh, wow, that's so close! Wow, I don't remember it being that close. They're watching themselves. It's Sam. It is, yeah, it's definitely Sam. It's quite sort of clever. He sort of leaned forward as he was swinging in. Oh, look at that. His wife's devastated. He is devastated. I always thought it ended rather suddenly with that. Oh, the Gladiators! I think this was their attempt to try and get into the charts. Are you ready? Are you ready? That sort of rap sort of song. Anyway, that's that, guys. Hope you enjoyed a little trip down memory lane. And go check out a few episodes of this show right here on YouTube if you enjoyed that and you've never seen it before, you want to see a bit more of it. Alright, I will see you guys soon.